I only said what they told me. When the doctor was there, and I was in there when the doctor was examining, and the doctor said that he thought he'd broken his eyes.
We need to hear it so that people can make up, because at the moment, he's getting absolutely rinsed and there's nothing coming back. So what does that tell you?
Well, the thing is, people feel the vacuum with what they want to fill it with them.
Rant for missing 10 million for missing the fight. So he didn't spar the way he wanted to spar.
You think underprepared, like for a fight of that magnitude?
Seeing, it's foolishness. How can you be so stupid? That's street mentality. This is world-class boxing. This is top-level boxing. If you want to bring that stuff to boxing, that's what happens. If you want to bring that mentality to our game.
Doctor examined him, give him some medication, but the medication he gave him, it obviously had to be checked that it didn't.
He gets dropped in sparring, but he's learning on the job. You'd rather do your mistakes in the gym than do them when you're fighting.
The sauce is good. The sauce is good. And so when I'm hearing these things, I'm like, nah. And so it's popping out left, right, and centre. The sauce is good. And so to me, I just shook my head. And when I'd heard
was sparring. It was the first time where we consistently had 7 or 8 guys in camp, living in camp, training with him day in, day out. And it made a big difference in the fights. I think he knows that the way that he's going to improve is time in the gym, and also
the fight. Getting dropped once again, it's not the end of the world. People get dropped in fights and still win them. Getting dropped in sparring is what it is. So I mean, you just got to be able to dust off and kind of.
Probably shouldn't be doing that, right? There he goes again. Now again, I'm no doctor. I don't know, but it does seem like that's a bit of an issue.
His ability to go in there and believe that he can go and mix it with these guys. This is sparring at the end of the day, but I know for a fact that both guys appreciated each other's work.
See the sense of it. What do you want to go sparring for? Behind closed doors. Let all the fans see it. Do it in a ring. Get paid for it. I mean,
when you bring in a sparring partner, they're under orders, and if they're under orders in this particular fight, then these sparring partners have been told, under no uncertain terms, to go easy, go through the motions.
We sparred like in the beginning of my career, then back in those early days. So we've done a few rounds, and I'm sure he's come on since then. So he's been lucky so far, but I'm looking to take his own.
Frame with his lead hand, keep the distance, which he does such a good job of. If you move forward, he moves back. You cut an angle, he cuts an angle, right? He just mirrors what you do. And the moment you make a mistake or overcommit, he touches you with the lead hand. That's
Daniel Dubois just got rushed to the hospital from sparring. And this isn't your typical gym drama. We're talking about a potential fight-ending injury that could kill the biggest heavyweight clash of the year against Fabio Wardley.
Yeah? How long ago? What are we talking? 7 years, 8 years maybe.
Do you both remember that? Mm-hmm. How did that sparring go? Not that that means anything come fight night. It's a long time ago. You're a different fighter. You're a different fighter. How did that go?
I went well, but in the early days, he got the better of me.
Yeah?
We'll say that. I got no problem with that whatsoever.
Do you remember those, Lauren?
Yeah, just like he said. He's come on since then now, so.
We've grown a lot since then for both parts. I'm nowhere near the fighter I was that many years ago. And in the fights he's had, he's grown and changed and adapted as well. Like, you have to. Like, if you want to stay at the high level of this game, that's what you have to do. But even in them, like you say, in those 7, 8 years I've changed, but not just that. Even in the last 2, 3 fights I've changed. I've grown, developed, got better, adjusted, changed, weathered storms, figured it out. Like, I've gone through milestones, and you can watch them from fight to fight to fight, the adjustments I make. So all I'm proving is that I'm constantly learning.
Frank Warren is now scrambling with doctors and medication clearances. When promoters start talking about medical reviews, you know this is serious. The focus has completely shifted from fight preparation to damage control.
Courage, heart and determination, and his will to win. He's got world-class balls, and he's got a world-class heart, he's a fighting man, and he believes in himself, and he knows that all the time he's in the fight, he can win.
Here's where it gets interesting. Derek Chisora is defending this as old-school gym mentality. His take, better to learn from mistakes in training than in fights. But getting hospitalized from sparring, that's not learning, that's getting hurt badly.
It's all about mindset. Dom recognises that. It's not about the physicalities with Daniel Dubois. Never has been. You know, he's a big, strong guy, and like, if you get his mind right and he's that self-belief there, and that's what Dom will be working on with him.
It's not many that should beat him ever.
No.
Johnny Nelson is calling this out completely. He's questioning the entire mindset and saying this behavior has no place in professional boxing. When respected voices start questioning your camp's discipline, that's a red flag for any upcoming fight.
Because Fabio is a world champion now in his own right. And that 5% I'm just talked to you about, he's 5% better now than what he was before he won the title, because that's what it gives you when you win a world title. Now, he's just beaten Joseph Parker, right? And messed him up quite badly. It wasn't an easy fight. It ebbed and flowed for periods in that fight, but ultimately, Wardley got the job done. That's what he does. He gets the job done. Look at his career. Now, he would have improved, and a lot is to be said of Daniel Dubois, because he's got an excellent jab. That was the difference between him and AJ when they fought, was that jab. It was just beautiful. Wardley's got a good jab, and if Wardley's jab has improved since winning that title, then
the sparring partner situation is getting messy. Eddie Hearn talks about structured training, but clearly something went very wrong in Dubois camp. Quality preparation doesn't end with hospital visits 3 weeks before a major bout. Lawrence Oakley is trying to normalize this as part of boxing life. But here's the problem: Fabio Wardley's team is watching all of this unfold. They're seeing their opponent get dropped and hurt in what should be controlled sessions. Even without medical expertise, people are questioning if Dubois is handling training correctly. When your sparring sessions become headline news for the wrong reasons, that's not preparation. That's self-sabotage before the biggest fight of your career. Frank Warren admits the sparring was intense, and both fighters were pushing each other. Translation: they turned practice into a real fight. Now Dubois is injured and Wardley might not have an opponent anymore. Meanwhile, Fabio Wardley has been sharp, focused, and improving with every performance. He beat Joseph Parker, won the world title, and his jab has become a legitimate weapon. Compare that to Dubois getting hospitalized in training. Duke McKenzie breaks down how sparring partners should be controlled and structured. If Dubois still ended up in serious trouble under those conditions, what does that say about his camp's preparation and decision-making going into this fight? The timing couldn't be worse. Wardley is peaking at the right moment while Dubois is dealing with injury concerns and questions about his training approach. One fighter looks ready for war, the other is recovering from practice. So here's where we stand. Daniel Dubois went from preparing for the biggest fight of his career to being rushed to the hospital from sparring. Fabio Wardley is sitting there watching his opponent self-destruct before they even step in the ring. This isn't just about one bad training session. This is about which fighter can handle the pressure and preparation at elite level. What do you think happens next? Does Dubois recover in time, or is this fight dead in the water? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button if this breakdown opened your eyes, and subscribe because heavyweight boxing drama never stops.